Time to get an update on the news now with Issue Today and our Friday reporter Angela Chung. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Sunyan.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Let's start with our first news. It's about vaccines and surprise, surprise, we're not talking about COVID-19 vaccines for once because this news is about the government planning to invest big time and big money on a vaccine center. Tell us more.
Yes, the nation's first state-owned vaccine center dedicated for aquaculture organisms will be built in Gangwon-do, Gangneung. The government's going to work on vaccine development for Atlantic salmon starting from 2025, which are the species going to be mass-produced in Gangwon province. By building and running this vaccine center, the government is expected to prevent diseases and massive death of fish, which result in loss of over 200 billion won every year.
Okay. Aquaculture organism vaccine is not something that we usually hear about, but that 250 billion won in losses from the death of fish, I guess, because of these organisms, that is a huge loss. So tell us more about this project.
Yes, so Gangwon-do office said the government is going to build National Institute of Fishery Science (NIFS) Disease Prevention and R&D Center in the Gangneung trial field of NIF as the nation's first dedicated R&D facility. 660 million won has been set aside in the government budget for the basic design of this construction, and a total of 22.6 billion won will be put into this project until 2024. The building consists of a 3-story underground R&D main building, a 2-story on-the-ground disease control R&D building with additional facilities. This project of NIFS's Disease Prevention R&D Center is of great significance to Gangwon-do as it will be the first in not only Korea but also Asia as a whole to do salmon farming, especially the Atlantic salmon.
So why is it going to be built in Gangwon-do? You did mention that they're also going to be mass producing the Atlantic salmon there. Is that why?
Yeah, so Gangwon-do conceived this idea and made a proposal to the government for this center. Gangwon-do is currently in partnership with Dongwon Group for the massive production of salmon, but there's a huge lack of data in responding to farming-related diseases. Furthermore, the effects of vaccines used in northern European countries have not been proven yet in the countries that have different habitat environments like Korea. So this means if proper measures are taken promptly in case of a fishery disease, the conditions would spread very fast and it will incur a loss of 6.5 billion won per water tank. This project is, of course, a great significance to Gangwon-do as it seems that Gangwon-do has put a lot of hopes and efforts into this project.
And maybe it'll trickle down to us and we'll be able to enjoy some Atlantic salmon at a cheaper and fresher way as well.
Exactly.
All right. Let's move on to our second item. A lot of people have adopted dogs, I think, especially from stray homes or stray dogs rather. And we are becoming much more aware of the need to take in these stray dogs. And this time you have a touching story of a dog that was once a stray dog, but found a home thanks to its owner, and it returned the favor now?
Yes, this is a very touching story. And once a stray dog, Baekgu, returned his favor to his owner. So an old lady in her 90s with dementia living in Chungnam had left her home and was reported as missing for about 40 hours. The lady surnamed Kim left her house with her pet dog, Baekgu, and luckily she was saved by the police drone. And this was thanks to what Baekgu did. So Baekgu kept trying to share his body temperature with his unconscious owner by giving rubs to Miss Kim to keep her body temperature from going down. The police used drone thermal imager as the last resort to find her, and thanks to Baekgu, the lady's vital signals were detected by the machine.
It's like a movie story, isn't it?
I know.
I think I've heard about some rare stories overseas as well, especially even in the winter time when the dogs would help keep his owner or her owner alive as well. It's a really great story proving just how loyal dogs are, right? They never forget a favor either. there?
Right. So the police were able to find Miss Kim because hot body temperature of Baekgu was detected by the drone imager. Baekgu truly returned his favor, and Baekgu first met his owner and her family 3 years ago when he was almost bitten to death by a larger dog. Her family took care of him, and he became part of her family. Now, Miss Kim and Baekgu are the best partners for each other. Of course, both safe and healthy.
What a nice story, and what a nice ending to that story as well. All right, turning to our third story. This week, September 1st to September 7th, is a very special week, especially for those trying to fight for gender equality.
Yes, the week from September 1st to 7th is the Gender Equality Week. And to make this special week, the Seoul City government is going to launch a campaign to expand gender equality in the workplace in partnership with Seoul With You Center and companies in agreement with the center, such as 커피의 바나다, Her Story, and companies that seek consultation from the center for improving the organizational culture.
Okay, so tell us more about what exactly is going to be done during this campaign.
So during this campaign, heads of companies are going to make pledges to practice gender equality in the workplace and put in place preventive and responsive systems regarding sexual harassment within the company. Actually, this is the first time the company CEOs make such pledges publicly to achieve greater gender equality in the workplace. Also, as a part of the campaign, expert advice needed to create safe working environments will be also given for workplaces of dining companies.
All right, some great news there. I just hope that one day we won't even have to have a gender equality week, right? It'll just be a given. Thank you very much for those updates, Angela. Have a great weekend.
Yes, you too.
We'll see you on Monday.
See you on Monday.